Fabrizio Romano has done it yet again. Mr. Hoodwinker in himself. Don't look at David Ornstein. Fabrizio Romano is the mole. Okay, Benjamin Šeško not going to Arsenal. You're thinking, Ty, you're going too far. I'm not. I'm Ty Nighthead for TK24 Sports, and I'm going to break this down very quickly so you guys cannot get caught out again. So if you don't know, you should go back and sometimes listen to what Fabrizio says. A lot of agents, players now call him, message him, have direct contact to sometimes lure the information to say, you need to say this, can you say that? We're thinking of looking at this, we're thinking of looking at that. Fabrizio plays along. Oh, this is great news. So why does Fabrizio do this? Because so when something happens like this Sesko, he will then get first exclusivity. It's playing the game, people. And sometimes you need to learn this when it comes, especially for transfers for your particular club, whether it's Man United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal. They can use your emotions as fans to drive the interest even more. So when a player is looking to maybe stay at the current club, the agent also will play his game. And this is an agent's game. He'll talk to the player and say, what do you want to do? You're in a situation now where you can go now. You've got people that's currently interested. That player could turn around and say, actually, I want to stay. So what can we do to maybe get a better deal? Is there a way to do it? Is there a way to play it? The agent will say no less. Shut up. Do not go on social media. Do not tell anyone else. I want to go and make this happen. But then the player can turn around and say, but I don't want to also jeopardize me. I mean, I want to stay. I'm happy. But the agent will keep on saying, shut up. Let me do my job. The agent done the rounds. He went to Man United and he went to Arsenal. Why? 2 out of the 4 biggest clubs in England, he used it. He used the leverage. Typically with Arsenal, everyone keeps on saying the fans, I won't add this, the fans will keep on saying, we need a striker. Let's go to Arsenal. Let's go and watch a game. Man United are in turmoil. Fans are saying Rasmus Højlund is not good enough. Let's go and use that. Was he ever at a Chelsea game? I don't think so. The agent wasn't. But in the while the agent is then talking to RB Leipzig has seen what the agent's doing. He's mooting around. The RB Leipzig know that the agent's playing the game, potentially, may I add, potentially. So the agent is doing his job. Sesko would move should he not get certain reassurances. One is going to be, and as I mentioned on Sunday, playing time. The wages is not a big factor whether he's staying for wages. It's about playing time. And what's his assurance going to be for each club he goes and talks to? Arsenal and Chelsea and United, no doubt would have said he would play. He's not going to be the number one starter. That's one thing for sure. RB Leipzig, he will be a starter. So for Sesko, even though he's going to go to a better club potentially in Arsenal, not Chelsea or United, he will still say, am I going to be on the bench more? How long is it going to take me to settle in? Am I going to adapt to the English weather? What about if I've got a girlfriend or whatever, right? And they adapt as well. So he's used Arsenal as leverage to get a better deal at RB Leipzig. No doubt his new release clause, which I'm not going to disclose just yet, would be in the region of what, 70, 80 million, if that. So when he does decide to leave next season, how odd is that? A bit like an Osimhen, which we'll get onto in a moment. It's still easy for him to go. Now, other stories out there. Haaland has a release clause that is triggered next year. Could Real Madrid or Barcelona go in for him then? Maybe. Pep's not going to be there next year. So then Haaland can turn around and say, I've done what I needed to do. Oh, new chapter. Easy release clause for any club to come in for me. Haaland goes. Where can Sesko go? Could he go to Man City? Depending on what manager, what sanctions are going to be levied against Manchester City, who knows? Could he go to Arsenal if Arsenal do not go and buy a striker? Could he go to Manchester United if Manchester United get their backsides into gear? Same with Chelsea. So the Sesko one, it's cool for now. We know what he's doing. He's staying. The agents played the game. He's used Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United to get a better deal for Sesko. But also for the agent, as I mentioned 2 days ago, he could just be greasing his palms as well. It's a double deal for him. So the agent gets a new sign-on fee. And then when he goes to another club, he gets a sign-on fee again. Same as with Sesko. When he signs as a new deal, he'll get a couple of million as a sign-on fee. And when he goes to the new club, whether it is going to be next year, he will then get another sign-on fee. It's all part of the game. I believe Arsenal knew this. Arsenal had a conversation. Arsenal knew this. And if you look at again the story that were coming out, well, next week is the decision day. Next week, they knew what they was doing, and your tier ones when I say there's only pretty much a couple of tier ones who knew this, but Fabrizio Romano knew exactly what was going on, and he led you all down the garden path because you never 1 minute he never really come out and said it's Arsenal all the way. As soon as he dropped, he's also looking at RB Leipzig's contract. That was it. So you should have known. Read between the lines, people. Really and truly, read between the lines when Fabrizio Romano comes out. Funny enough, I've got a video coming out soon between who do you trust more, Romano or Ornstein. You got to watch that one because I've got some telltales. And that term comes out, I'm going to be dropping some tea on this one. Big time. So for Arsenal, what happens next? Exactly what they're doing now. You don't know. You're not going to know. And I love that. I love the fact that Arsenal keeping things close to their chest. Here's one for you. Another telltale sign, you should have woke up and saw this was not going to happen. As soon as they said about Solanke getting linked, that was the next telltale sign that Sesko wasn't coming to Arsenal. So what happens is they got to keep on leaking stories just to make it sound better. So when Sesko says no, but they're still looking at Solanke. Oh, they're still looking at Osimhen. Oh, they're still looking at Isak. No one knows who Arsenal really and truly are looking at. Until Arsenal want to put some feelers out there, that's when you're going to know. Because then they'll go to a David Ornstein, not to a Fabrizio Romano. So if you want the Arsenal news and you want the updates, you wait for David Ornstein to come out with something. Because when he does, that's when Arsenal give him the red light to do so. That's what you never heard. David Ornstein may have said one or two things about this, but nothing really and truly saying this is where it's going to go. He was quiet because he knew it was BS. Romano plays you. He plays on your emotions. He pulls it. So when Arsenal doesn't get the player, everyone's having a meltdown like now. But really and truly, what happens next for Arsenal and their pursuit for another striker? We all got our list of who we want. Some people want Isak. Some people want Osimhen. Some people want Toney. I don't know why. Some people want Gokares. There are so many strikers out there. But Arsenal, Arteta, and Edu will decide what's best for the club. They'll decide if you get this striker, what does that mean for Kai Havertz? When can we get rid of Eddie Nketiah? What does that mean for Jesus? There's so much that needs to happen before they can actually really do anything. It's a domino effect. Does Eddie go? Okay, Eddie's gone. We bring in the striker. What happens to Kai? Does it go into a rotation? Does he start and then Kai gets benched? Do they actually want that? Because now Kai's finding a bit of form and a bit of confidence. What happens to Jesus? Does he then dovetail onto the right-hand side as a backup winger for Saka? I think that's the way to do it. People may disagree, but that's actually a good relief person because Jesus, as we know, with his knee injury, that could be the way where you can save money but still have experience. So what's your thoughts? Am I spot on what I just said? Am I missing the mark altogether? Please let me know in your comments below. But like I said, with the other shows that's going to be dropping very, very soon, as you're just seeing right now, that's why you need to subscribe. That's why you need to turn on your notification so you don't miss shows every time we upload. The Sesko one, I had a feeling about it 2 days ago. I did say, if you missed the show, go back and watch it because it's not just all about Sesko, it's about Arsenal and their transfer coming up for this season. Are they going to be good enough to beat Manchester season and Manchester City this season? Is Arsenal building a good team to dominate Europe? These are the shows you guys are missing. So if you're tuning in just now, you've got to subscribe. You've got to turn on that notification. And then don't be, stingy. Share this video to people like-minded like us. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I'll speak to you very, very soon.